Tony and Rod fell from the sky and stopped the fleeing American team. He was followed by Black Panther T'Challa. Even though the American team explained to Tony that he was not the real murderer, Tony didn't believe it at this time. Seeing that neither side Tony had to take the lead in attacking. Little Spider, with a swift turn, grabbed Captain America's shield. But Tony never imagined that this guy was a tap water. It was clearly that he naturally greeted the team members of Captain America. Tony looked embarrassed and wanted to tear his big nose and mouth apart immediately. However, in the process of their bickering, Falcon found the position of the plane. With the command of Team America, Hawkeye in the distance helped him instant, and then Ant-Man appeared and kicked the little spider. With the shield returning to its original owner, all 12 superheroes were finally in place, and a fierce group battle in the middle of the road began. But why did brothers who once risked life and death become incompatible? And it starts with this red note. On that day, a truck loaded with garbage rushed straight to the door of the research institute. Dozens of mercenaries got out of the car to eliminate all the guards and then threw several gas bombs at the laboratory. When all the scientific researchers collapsed, they swaggered and snatched the biochemical potions in the safe. At this time, the American team had arrived and Wanda fell from the sky. Working alongside Falcon, they quickly eliminated the mercenaries outside. As Rumlow was about to flee, Black Widow raced on her bike to cut him off. The mercenaries were no match for her, each falling within seconds. Captain America stepped out and was dispatched. Black Widow retrieved the biochemical serum after dispatching the last of the mercenaries, and an irritated Cap dodged an attack, disarmed his opponent's punches, sent Rumlow tumbling. But as Cap was about to glean intel, Rumlow triggered a self-destruct, opting for a deadly standoff with the hero. Wanda's timely intervention contained the blast and expelled it skyward, but the force was too great. The mishap led to numerous civilian casualties. This accident caused panic among people all over the world, and the King of Wakanda took the lead in proposing whether the Avengers should be dissolved. Seeing the reports on TV, both Team America and Wanda fell into self-blame. After that, at an internal meeting of the Avengers, General Ross listed all their corpses in order to restrain the behavior of reunion in the future. 117 countries around the world have jointly formulated a Sokovia Agreement thicker than a dictionary. It was decreed that the Avengers would cease to be autonomous, with all their future endeavors requiring United Nations approval beginning in 3 days. Everyone of the reunion immediately held an emergency meeting. However, Tony, who has always been the most bohemian, is particularly obedient this time. He thinks that the failure of the reunion may be because it is left unattended, but the American team firmly opposes it. He feels that once they are likely to become thugs, or even do something against their will. At this time, the reunion has begun to gradually split. 3 days later, at the scheduled joint meeting in Vienna, the King of Wakanda was reading the Sokovia Agreement when suddenly, his son sensed trouble, yet before he could act, chaos ensued. An explosion ravaged the vicinity, and T'Chaka, the father of T'Challa, perished. The suspect was swiftly named as Bucky, Captain America's ally, but despite convincing evidence, Cap sought to uncover Bucky's location, prompting a